If you are thinking about moving to Victoria, British Columbia, like my family and I did a few years back, I would like to share with you the 5 pros and cons that I have experienced the most since making this my new hometown. Like many before me, our first visit to Victoria was a complete ooh and ah show, and every subsequent visit after just made us more convicted that we wanted to move here, and in the end, intentionally, we made that happen. Today, I love the city just as much, and I would like to share with you the 5 pros and cons that we've experienced the most since moving here. Hi everyone, my name is Ilana Pretorius and I am a realtor here in Victoria, British Columbia, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If at any point during this video you have questions about the real estate market or the area that I work in, please feel free, drop a comment below and I will make a video just for you. Now, let's dive right in. Pro number 1 would be the weather. So historically, Victoria's summer days can reach the low 30s, but with the almost constant breezes off the ocean, that keeps our summer days feeling nice and cool and not muggy at all. In wintertime, we can go 3 to 5 degrees Celsius on the cooler side, but very rarely do we see any snow. So we do not get muggy, neither do we get frostbitten. The second pro for me would be the wonderful neighborhood villages that you can walk to literally to buy everything you need and not ever leave your neighborhood. Our frequent villages to go to includes Cook Street Village. I love Fernwood. We also go to Oak Bay Village. Of course, there's Estevan Village, Cadbro Bay Village, Esquimalt. These are all wonderful villages to visit. And what's nice about it is that you are able to support your local community and without ever leaving your neighborhood. Pro number 3 would be the great outdoors in Victoria. You literally have high mountain peaks, lush rainforests, all the way down to rolling vineyards. There's bike paths everywhere, jogging, biking, mountain, hiking, mountain climbing, camping. All these things are possible when you live in and around Victoria. And don't forget about the wonderful animal life we have. Everything from orcas and whales, sea lions. We've got eagles, bears, not as frequent, but we do have them. So yeah, the great outdoors is something fantastic about Victoria and something that everybody enjoys going out and just taking part in. Which brings me to my next pro, number 4. The people of this island. What a wonderful community. Everybody is so friendly. We are super laid back on the island. It might be the coast, it might be the size of our city, but we are super calm and everybody's always friendly and willing to lend a hand and help out. There's an absolute feeling of community as well as a palpable pride in the culture of the people of this island. Pro number 5 is that this is a wonderful place to raise a family. There is so much you can do with your children. You can take them to the beach, to the park, to the pool. We've got a myriad of art galleries, and there's the museum. We have the bug zoo and several of these things. If you're not interested in doing anything in the city, like biking and hiking is out there, and camping is a mere minutes away from city centers, which makes it fantastic. I moved here with 2 children who just left high school and they are still around, attending the 2 of our post-secondary institutions. My one child's in UVic and the other one is attending Royal Roads University. So yeah, parents, if you want to make sure your kids stay around, come here. There's enough places for them to go to after high school. Now, you might think no place is perfect, right? And yes, you are right. So here are my 5 cons of living in Victoria. Remember how I said the weather was pro number 1 for me? Well, con number one is also to do with the weather, and that is because we get so much rain during the winter time. We get about 600 to 900 millimeters of precipitation annually, and that being said, we're actually in a rainfall shadow due to the Washington Mountains, because someplace like Vancouver gets between 1,500 and 2,000 millimeters of rain annually. And just north up on the island, our little coastal town of Tofino gets an average of 3,200 millimeters of rain. So yes, welcome to the Pacific Northwest. Talking of coastline, my con number two is the fact that yes, we are on an island, and sometimes it can feel like we're stuck here because the only way off is either via plane, boat, or taking the ferry. Now, even from Victoria International Airport, it usually means a short little paddle jump to Vancouver before you can continue on your main journey. And if you choose to take the ferry over to Vancouver, that is a 90-minute ferry ride. It is gorgeous though. You take the ferry and you go through all the small islands, beautiful to see, and if you're lucky, you might even see some whales. Just to note, like for us, we're a family of 4 adults and 1 vehicle. Currently, it's $154 for a ferry ticket one way. This brings me to con number 3, the cost of living on Victoria Island. Now, I'm not going to get into the cost of food or gas that fluctuates. We are on an island. It is going to be a little higher than on the mainland. But what I do want to touch base on is the cost of buying or renting in Victoria. The average detached home in Greater Victoria is currently $1.186 million, and the average condo is going at around $620,000. Rent in Victoria also remains high and are predicted to keep climbing. Currently, as of December 2022, average rent for a 1-bedroom apartment is $2,095, while a 2-bedroom apartment could set you back $2,525. I'll post a link below where you can look at current stats. Con number 4 is going to be the increase in crime rate. Victoria, like a lot of cities worldwide, is experiencing an increase in crime, especially in the downtown core. The Crime Severity Index from Stats Canada, which measures the volume and severity of police-reported crime, noted Victoria's index was 148 in 2021, a slight improvement from 2020's 168, but it's still well above the provincial index of 93 and Vancouver's index of 90. Fair warning, once you leave downtown Victoria, you are going to get lost. My con number 5. You are going to need a map to get around Victoria. Victoria is not laid out like your normal city is, with the grid lines going north, south, east, west. Instead, a lot of our neighborhoods are built on hillsides and around mountains and following the coastline. So you have a lot of roads that, stop and start and changes names and then changes names back and then kind of just loops, and in the beginning it's pretty confusing, and every time you enter a neighborhood you're like, have I been here before? I thought I was here before. It looks all different now. So just be fairly warned, you are going to use your map app quite frequently. Keep your phone on you. So that concludes my personal 5 pros and cons of moving to Victoria, BC. And if you have any experience that you want to add to this, please feel free to drop it down in the comments, and I would love to hear from you guys. And that concludes this video. If you found any value in this, please think about subscribing to my channel. I would appreciate that, and I am going to try and get valuable content out to everybody as often as I can. Victoria is a fantastic city. I would love to share with you our experience here, everything that we do, and hopefully help you make a great decision if you want to relocate here. Again, I'm Ilana Pretorius in beautiful Victoria, British Columbia, helping you arrive and thrive.